What's good, YouTube, everybody else, dogs, mammals, cats, ladies, gentlemen, all that good shit in between. It's your boy Flock, man, coming at you. And it's three of us. You got three kings repping right now. Got the E3 just passed. All of that good stuff going on. Let everybody do their introductions and we get right into it.
All right, what's going on out there, YouTube? This your boy Merc coming to y'all in this new podcast. I've been doing this for a while. Just going and hit me up. I post Destiny videos every now and then, so I don't know. I just do what I do.
What up? Y'all already know who this is. I don't really know introduction. Are we calling this a podcast yet? We gonna call it that?
We don't know yet, man. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
We working men, so
yeah.
Hours be kind of weird.
Right. So. Swig of water for the working man. Swig of water for the working man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, y'all already know this is your boy Tick, man. Game Fanatic, phone ringing in the background. That's how I like to do it, man. Mm-hmm. I like that. It wasn't me, though. That wasn't me who did that.
Oh, man. All right, man. Y'all know what this is, man. If you're watching it on my channel, if you're watching it on Tick's channel, it's all the same, man. It's Flock here. And like I said, E3 was done on Wednesday. We took a little time, man, to kind of like let everything fester, let everything register. Didn't want to rush nothing out. Made sure everybody got a good look at everything before we, brought some stuff out here to y'all. So we gonna give y'all our take on everything that happened.
And we're gonna be straight up honest. It was my fault because we were supposed to do this podcast. We were supposed to do this about a few days ago, and I was like, I was bullshitting a little bit. So yeah, it was my fault. I ain't gonna lie.
he said it. I didn't have to. So, but for those of y'all that follow us on Twitter, y'all knew something was going on because we was at it for a little bit, but. Anywho, y'all know the main culprits, man, of the whole E3 things: Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Oh boy! But before we get into all that, we're gonna start off with each individual developers conference. We'll go into Bethesda. You had Rare, you had Ubisoft, and you had EA. If I'm not mistaken, and Square Enix. We'll start off with Bethesda. The notable games that they had were Doom, Dishonored 2. And Fallout 4. We'll start off with Doom. Merc, what's your take on Doom?
Doom, it looked real good. Like I enjoyed what I seen. A lot of gore, a lot of body parts blowing everywhere. With that Superman punch, all that, man. It looked good. It's gonna be something that I definitely make sure I check out.
All right, Take what you got.
Man, I thought that joint looked crazy. Had Doom 2 back in the day. Doom 2 had it on my Windows 2000 back in the day. What y'all know about that?
Oh man.
But yeah. So I've been looking forward to Doom. They normally stressed on graphics. So you remember when we saw Doom 3 back in like 2002, whatever it was, and I remember seeing those graphics, and I was like, yo, that can't be real. And to this day, those graphics they age pretty good. So, they always pushing graphics. And I was sitting there looking at the graphics on this one like, yo, that can't be how the graphics going to look. This got to be CG whole time and more than likely is real gameplay. So I'm down for that. I like, just like Merc said, I like the gore. I'm all about bloody limbs getting shot off and all that. I love stuff like that. So I'm definitely down for that one.
Oh, okay. Well, my personal opinion on it, it looked good. I must say that it did look good, but all in all, I didn't need to watch 20 minutes of it to see, because after watching 20 minutes of it, it's like I was watching the same thing for 20 minutes. It was like those melee kills were on point, but after I saw it 4 or 5 different times, I was like, okay, that's enough. All right, I was good, but we'll see, because I don't know the exact release date of most of these games that they were coming out with, because I tried to cram all these games, man, into like a 2 or 3 hour session, so. Pardon me if I don't know the exact release dates, but we'll worry about that later. All in all, I think it looked good, though. It was one of the better games that I saw. All right, we'll move on to Dishonored 2. I'll start off with that one. Dishonored 2, I don't really have that much of an opinion because I never played Dishonored. So, I mean, it looked okay, but that's one of those games where I'm going to feel like, I'll wait to see somebody else do a Let's Play on it. I don't plan on buying it because that's just not something I'm into. So, what you think about it, Tick?
I literally just bought the game. Literally just bought it on the Steam sale. So I never played it either. I watched JG play it a few times when he was streaming. I watched Let's Player that I used to like watching, play it a little bit. So I kind of have an idea what the game is about. It stresses more on the stealth ability. Like you have like these crazy powers that you can do, and it stresses a lot on stealth. I mean, you can go through the game by causing havoc, but it makes the game harder when you do it that way. If you go through stealth, you know, it's a lot easier. So it's got a cool concept to it. The whole stealth thing, though, I'm not really good with stealth in first person, so that's my only issue with the game. But like I said, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to piss me off. But that's probably still a good game.
Yeah. With me, I'm not a fan of stealth games because, you know, like when I first seen it, it did look nice. Except I just never tried it because I'm not good at stealth games. Like I just get impatient.
True, no doubt.
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, it looks good, but I don't know. Stealth games are really not my cup of tea. So.
So that's a big question mark on that one because 2 out of 3 people don't like stealth games. So we can definitely we can move on then. We'll move on to Fallout 4. Let's just, before we even get into it, all the hype around this game, like people were fucking wetting the bed over this game, yo. Like, am I the only one that never played a Fallout game? I mean,
nope.
Okay, I've never played a Fallout game. I watched it. And I actually watched it again just to get something different out of it. And I can see why some people like it. I don't see why people are going crazy about it. But it does look like it. I mean, if you had all the time in the world, this game is for you. Because to me, it looked like it can be extremely boring after a while. But I'm not hating on the game. Don't get me wrong. Nobody get mad saying, "Oh, you just don't like." Only thing you play
they
is
don't
2K.
get mad.
That's which is BS because I got a ton of games. Y'all just don't see me playing them. That's all. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be game of the year or nothing like that, but I just never been into Fallout, so it's hard for me to get all enthused and excited about it. But I don't get excited about games anyway. But still, I don't get excited about it. What you think, Mert?
I tried to get into Fallout because I was watching like people do walkthroughs and stuff. I just couldn't get into it, man. Like, I guess it's just not my genre, but it's people who love that game. So I really can't say anything about Fallout because I mean I tried to watch walkthroughs, but I just couldn't get into it.
All right, cool. Well, on that note, I mean, what would you grade Bethesda's?
I didn't even see that, homie. God, they forgot the brother right here.
I ain't forget you, man. I figured we were done with it. My bad.
Jesus, I ain't even get to say nothing. I ain't get to hate on the game. Y'all got to hate on the game, but I ain't get to hate on it.
My bad, man.
You know I like to hate on stuff. But anyway, I never played any of them. I know the kind of the history about it a little bit. I don't know like the story or anything, but I know like where it came from. It was like a top-down kind of game back in the day. Then when 3 came out, they turned into like a FPS RPG or whatever. And I watched, like Murky said, I watched some Let's Plays of it. I watched my little nephew play it. He used to have it and played it all the time. And I talked to some guys at my job. You know, they were going nuts about it too. Like, oh, Fallout 4 looks amazing. I can't wait. It's the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't know why. But he mentioned that Fallout 3 takes an incredibly long time to beat. That's what he told me. And he said, he told me like, I think some months or something to beat it.
It's crazy.
And then, I don't know, I guess I just like the whole RPG aspect, but to me, I don't really like first-person shooters and RPGs. Like, I don't think they match.
That's a good mix, yeah. I don't
think it's a good mix whatsoever. And the only cool thing I saw about it was, like, you can go into this little slow-motion ability where you can shoot at a certain body part. And, you know, people were shooting heads, making them explode.
They give you, like, the hit points on it and stuff. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But that will get boring and tedious to me after a while. So even that will probably, not do where, wouldn't keep me engaged in the game right there also. So
basically you saying this is going to turn into Rise on the Wrong. I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing, man.
It's going to turn to Shadow of Mordor because that's how that game was to me. Like, I still haven't beaten that game.
Yeah, me neither. Don't feel bad.
I'm on the last mission. All I got to do is just like do a few more missions and I beat the game, but I just got bored of it. Didn't want to play it because I don't know. Fuck it, just go.
All right. All right. So all in all, man, what would you grade? What would you grade Bethesda's conference? Merc.
Since they really don't have games that there's not for me, I would say maybe but I see a lot of people they're excited for the game, so I guess I would have to give it maybe like a C+ or a low B.
Okay, take what you got.
Don't Bethesda have the Dark Souls games?
I don't know. What you give them? I don't know.
They will get a C from me, unless no, they had Doom and Dishonored, so I'll give them like a C+.
All right, I'm gonna give them a B- only because I'm not all that familiar with them, and Doom was pretty good. Fallout did look okay, but the fact that I'm just not really that into it, I can't give them anything higher. And it was only 3 games worth mentioning with them. So on that note, we're gonna move on. We'll go to Rare. Now, the one thing that Rare showcased, they had that 30-year collection. They called it Rare Replay.
Yeah.
And some of the notable games they had in there that I did see was Perfect Dark, RC Pro-Am, Battletoads, Viva Pinata. Those was like the 4 games that I really recognize. A lot of the other stuff, I don't really care. Y'all know Viva Pinata is my game, right?
Bro.
Y'all know Viva Pinata is my game. Y'all know Viva Pinata is my game, man. You
sitting there playing, playing with your little elbows with your feet crossed. You're playing with your toes.
Hey, I ain't scared to say it. Viva Pinata is a guilty pleasure game of mine, man. We all got them. We all got them. That's all right. All right, Tick, I got you. Okay. I ain't gonna tell nobody who's on the 3DS playing Cooking Mama. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Hey, mine is Pokemon. So.
But like out of all those games, you know what's crazy though? Out of all those games they showed, I didn't see what the hell is the fucking game? The fighting game.
Oh, Killer Instinct?
Killer Instinct, yeah. I went blank.
I'm looking right now, trying to see if I see it.
I did not see Killer Instinct. I seen Cameo. I seen some other stuff. I did not see Killer Instinct. Why is that Rare?
It might be maybe because they don't own the rights anymore to Killer Instinct because it went over to forgot what they're called now, but the guys with the Xbox, like first Rare or the people that were with Rare created it, now they gave it to somebody else and now they own the rights.
Shouldn't they have been able to do that though since it was an older one? They could have done the first one. We're not talking about the new stuff, so they own all of it. It's not just the present and future rights. So they gave up everything. Why would they even come out with that? I don't know. So we just gonna move on from that because it's questions that I need answered. So we'll move on over. I'm not even gonna give them a grade because it was just one game that they showed with a bunch of games on it. So we'll move on to Tick's favorite company, Ubisoft. So Ubisoft,
best company ever.
Yeah, some of their notable games rather with The Division, Rainbow Six Siege, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, South Park, and Ghost Recon Wildlands. Tick, do you, bruh? Go ahead.
You gotta throw me the game first,
man. You start from wherever. The Division. We'll start with The Division.
Oh man, the downgrade. Hey, the Division though. Hey, it looked alright though. You know what it looks like? You remember how when we saw Rainbow Six Patriots back in 2011? It looked like they kind of took a lot of the stuff from that and put it over to the Division. So that's cool, even though it's in third person. I'd rather be first person though. But the gameplay looked cool. The graphics were definitely downgraded, but that's Ubisoft. You know, they're known for bullshit like that.
Oh man. All right, Merc, what you got on The Division?
Man, it looks good because I love third person games, and man, it's one of those games that's gonna be in my library because when I seen the guy betray everybody and he stole their stuff, I was like, oh yeah, this gonna be a game for me, like that online. I mean, I really don't care about that it's downgraded, so I mean, it's gonna be something that I play. And I'm going to give it a good try.
All right, with The Division, I'm going to be honest, man. I need a third person. I need a third person co-op shooter, yo. I really do, man. I need that, man.
I'm leaving this podcast. This is the last time you're gonna hear me, bro.
I need that. I'm saying, man, we need that, man, because not everybody is first person heavy, yo. We need that alternative, man. We need that, and I think it's gonna be a good game. It's just,
yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
Waiting on that game to come out, yo. It's like waiting on the Detox album though, because they showed that last year, and it's showing not to come out until March of 2016, yo. That's the biggest disappointment on that one.
30, come on, man. They gotta wait till a brother turn 30 for the game to come out. Jesus, man.
Really.
Just saying, man. I'm getting old.
Yeah, welcome to the club, bro.
Knees hurt.
The Dirty 30 Club. It'll be all right.
Eyes hurt.
So we'll move on. Rainbow Six Siege. Merc, what you got on Rainbow Six?
Rainbow Six. I'm not gonna get it because I don't know. To me, it looks like it's gonna be repetitive, like Evolve.
Oh,
that's
God.
what I'm thinking it's gonna be. I'm thinking it's gonna be like that because
We not want to get in there.
It just don't look.
So
like
we not gonna be playing this on the PS4. That's what you said.
Not me.
Okay. All right. Before
I might give it a try, but
so before we get with Tick, on this, I just want to say that if they spent all this money on getting Angela Bassett to do acting on this game, I would want to think, the optimism in me would want to think that this game would be good. Because I know they spent a pretty penny to have her act on this game, yo. The game looked good though. It looked good, but kind of like the piggyback off what Merc said. I did see some stuff where it can lead to some real live repetitiveness. And I think I watched Tick stream the beta, and I asked Tick's opinion on it. He just said, "Man, it was straight. It was alright. It was alright." But I didn't get much else other than it was alright. It was alright. So I'm on the fence on this one. So I just keep moving and let Tick, you do you, bro.
Take a deep breath. All right. First things first. Let's start off with Rainbow Six Siege. Okay. First of all, we need to put out a petition to get this game canceled. Need to get it canceled until we get a real Rainbow Six that is like Vegas or all the other ones. I don't care. As long as it's not Siege. The game, like I said, when I told him it was all right, it's literally all right. That's all I can say about it. It gets very repetitive. It's the same thing, and that's my phone ringing. Gets very repetitive. Pretty much is the game mode is, okay, there's a terrorist. They have a hostage or two hostages. Go find them. As a terrorist, you got to protect the hostages from getting caught by, getting released. So you just barricade a camp near the hostage, pretty much. That's how the game works. The gunplay was easy. It was barely no recoil at all. It was slow. It just felt repetitive. It didn't feel like a Rainbow Six game to me, and it was just bad. And I see people putting out petitions for H hour, and they're trying to get like a remastered SOCOM. How about we do that from Rainbow Six? Can we do a Rainbow Six Vegas 2 remastered petition? Somebody gonna make that. I'll sign it.
I think when they did announce, when you get that game, they giving you Rainbow Six Vegas and some other Rainbow Six game with that game. I think
already own it.
I think they did announce that. But so for those who don't know, Tick is like a huge Rainbow Six fan. So pardon his passion for how he thinks this game isn't going to succeed, and Tick loves his recoil. So so if you got a shooter that doesn't have recoil, he's gonna be a little perturbed about it. So, and I've said my part on it. So Tick, you finish. We can move on to the next game.
Move on to the next game. Nothing more to say about the petition.
All right. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'm gonna just start off by saying this. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with Assassin's Creed. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it. Anything after Assassin's Creed 2 is a waste to me.
I feel the same way. It's probably gonna run at like 12 frames per second, like at launch anyway. So Ubisoft don't care. They know you're gonna buy it anyway, so they don't care.
All right, what's your take, Merc?
Dude, now I'm not even trying to touch it because I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed on my Xbox One, but I ain't got it because they gave you two of them for free.
Right.
and the frame rates are terrible. And like I don't really care about graphics too much, but frame rate, that's the one thing I care about, and that jump is terrible.
Hold on, did he just say he don't care about graphics, Tick?
Yeah, I know, right? Because I'm a graphics whore.
Damn.
I find that highly offensive.
How dare you call yourself a gamer, Merc? You don't care about graphics.
Hey,
How dare you?
Hey, I got Minecraft right now. So come on, if I can play Minecraft, I can play anything.
I mean, I used to play RuneScape, but I'm just saying though, man.
All right, so we done with Assassin's Creed, yo. Yeah, we done with Assassin's Creed. We gonna keep this moving, yo, because Assassin's Creed, I didn't even want to bring that up, but I know a lot of people will be like, oh, you didn't say Assassin's Creed. So South Park, I don't know the name of the actual game, but South Park got a new game coming out, and apparently the plot is instead of them being like wizards and warriors, they're gonna be like superheroes now. So, what's your take on this one, Tick?
Still haven't played the first one yet, but I think I'm gonna buy it because it is on sale for Steam. Or I'll just buy it in other alleged places for cheap. But might try it out. When I used to watch people play it, I thought it was funny. So it kind of reminded me. It looked like when you were playing the game, it was kind of like you were playing an episode of South Park. So that's how good the story and stuff was put together. It was really like you were playing like an episode. Okay. I'm guessing this is going to be no different. It's going to be a lot of that funny, disgusting, and
toilet humor, mouth, all that stuff. Yeah,
it's going to be all that good stuff in there, of course. With probably some good gameplay. Because the gameplay really wasn't even bad, so it was a good game.
All right. I'm gonna just say it like this. I'm not a huge fan of South Park. I've never played a South Park game, so I don't have any expectations of the game, nor do I plan on buying the game. So on that note, Merc, there you go.
I used to watch South Park in the day, and I have not played South Park because, my son, he loves to be around me and watch me play games, and I cannot play South Park.
True. Yeah, same here.
It was some scenes in the game that was, I remember one part, somebody's mom was getting banged out in the background the whole time during one of the parts of the game. So
some scenes. Someone swinging across the screen.
Right. And so,
yeah, I can't.
All right, well, on that note, we're going to move to the last game in the Ubisoft library here, and that's Ghost Recon Wildlands. And, I'll start off on this one. I think the game probably looked the best out of all the games that they showed.
That's just now.
I mean, for now, that's until they dumb down the graphics and all that other stuff. But they were showing it on PC, so I don't know why people acting like they don't know that. They were showing it on the PC, but the game did look incredible, though. I'm not gonna lie. And when I saw it, I'm like, ooh, what is this? I couldn't figure out what it was. I'm like, oh damn, Ghost Recon, yo, that's it looked pretty smooth, man. It looked pretty good, but once again, who knows when it's gonna actually be released and what the finished product is gonna be like. And I'm looking to my left at a game that kind of defied those odds, and that's Watch Dogs. I'm looking at it to my left right now. It's like just sitting in the bottom of my stack of games. So hopefully it'll turn out to another Watch Dogs, man. The whole Ubisoft in general, man, they got a bad track record with stuff like that. So what you think about Ghost Recon, Merc?
It looks pretty good. Give it a try, but I still, I'm probably gonna game fly it because I don't trust Ubisoft like usual, how they do. Pretty much, Ubisoft I don't play Ubisoft games on PC because of Uplay, and I don't mess with them, so.
Bullshit. That's what that is. It's garbage. It's garbage.
But,
Tick, what you got?
Man, I thought the game looked good when I first initially saw it, and I literally just saw it today too. That's the funny part. It looked like Rainbow. No, it didn't it looked like Splinter Cell. When I first saw it, I was like, what's this, Splinter Cell or something like that? It looked just like Splinter Cell, which is another Ubisoft title, so of course it would look like it. It didn't look like your traditional Ghost Recon, because they were walking up behind people, snapping their neck, slicing their neck and stuff like that, which you never did in the other ones. Ooh, the graphics were amazing looking. But that let me know right there it was on the PC, because first of all, the graphics were good and it was running at a pretty good frame rate. I know them consoles ain't gonna do that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be straight up honest. But I know for sure in 2017 or whatever, we're gonna see that the graphics gonna get downgraded. even the PC version, even though they're running on the PC, they're going to downgrade it so it can have console parity, pretty much, because that's what Ubisoft does. I'm pretty sure it's going to look like trash. But to say a good thing about Ubisoft, even though they downgrade the graphics, their games are still pretty good. I will give them, they have good gameplay, running well. But that's as far as I can say. Because Watch Dogs, I had fun with Watch Dogs. I wasn't one of those people that hated that game. I actually thought the game was pretty good. The problem was I could barely play it because it ran like doo-doo on my computer.
I saw that when you were showing those videos. I'm like, damn, I didn't feel so bad after watching your stuff. I'm like, well, at least mine works. I just didn't like it after like 3 hours of playing it. I just didn't want to play it anymore. So, all right, we'll in closing, what grade would you give Ubisoft, Tick?
Ubisoft, they get that's a tough one because their games are good, but it's just Ubisoft. You know I hate Ubisoft. You know I hate them.
Yeah, but we gotta be unbiased though.
You gotta be unbiased. All right,
look,
they get a D+.
Go.
Damn. He hit him with the old Dirtbag Deluxe, didn't he? Damn, a D+.
They get a D+. Till I see they put better games out that's optimized properly, they gonna keep that D.
You know what's crazy though? Because I was about to say something similar. I'm gonna give them a C-, and only reason why is because none of these games look like. I mean, of course we know about the Division not coming out until next year, so they say. None of these games look like they coming out anytime soon, with the exception of Rainbow Six. So I'm not sure, and then trust ain't one of my strong points, and Ubisoft was like disappointed us time after time, man, the last couple years. So I'm gonna just give them a C-, only because the Division is a game I'm looking the most forward to, with Ghost Recon being a close second. Mm-hmm. And the other games, I don't know. Rainbow Six I was intrigued about, but the other ones I don't care about Assassin's Creed or South Park. So what you give them there, Mert?
I'm gonna give them a C+ because of the Division.
Nice.
I'm gonna give them a C+ because of the Division, and plus, they said South Park. I've heard nothing but good things of South Park. And
you ain't gonna play it though, but you're gonna go rate because of that game.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But and that's it. I'm just giving them a C+ just because of those two games, because I mean, I haven't heard anything bad about South Park Division. So,
all right, cool. All right. Well, moving on. We'll make this one a quick one. Square Enix, notable games. Just Cause. Which one was that? 3. Just Cause. Mm-hmm. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh God. Kingdom Hearts 3. Hitman and Star Ocean. You know what? Out of all of those games, I'm not even gonna go. This one's gonna be the quickest one out of all of them, people. I'm gonna just say this: Just Cause, okay. Final Fantasy VII Remake, okay. Believe it when I see it. Kingdom Hearts 3, been hearing about it for the past 2 years. Still no release date. Hitman, y'all know I like Hitman, so and it'll be the first one on the newer console, so. That I'm intrigued about because y'all know I love Hitman. Star Ocean, I can care less. So I just covered all those games in like 20 seconds. So Tick, what you got?
What was the first game we named? Just Cause. Never played them. Here looking when I used to watch people play it because this dude could just parachute all over the place, and I didn't understand that because I never saw any win. But Just Cause is a weird game, but people like it. I might try it out. I might give Just Cause 2 a try and to see why it's loved by everybody. Final Fantasy VII Remake. You guys may have seen it on Twitter, and I was like, I don't understand why people like Final Fantasy VII because I just don't like turn-based games in the first place, and I didn't like it back in 1997, and I don't really care much for it now.
True.
Maybe they'll get rid of those little small, weird-looking characters because the graphics are better now. Maybe they look like real people running around on the screen until you get in the fight, but I never thought the game was great. I don't really care about story too much, so that doesn't get me.
How can you not care about Sephiroth though? That's like the biggest, baddest villain of all time, right? So I've been told. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But I love the Hitman series, so boom, they got points right there. Hitman is definitely that's the shit. That's the shit.
To watch Agent 47 jogging in the, in the park and all that stuff, and he not acting like a straight robot, He actually doing stuff that regular humans do. I like the turn that they did with that. So I'm sorry.
I kind of like them better as a robot though.
No. This
I used to eliminate people and just go out the door with that little weird.
It's called the evolution. It's called the evolution of a series. It's not keeping it the same, so it's giving it something fresh. That's why I'm interested in it. Because if it would have kept it the same, like on Absolution,
six, it's always bad. Evolution's bad. Never changed it. But yeah, I don't know about the jogging thing. I mean, he can run in the other ones though. Yeah. But I still like Hitman, so I'm definitely gonna give it a try. Kingdom Hearts, I'm 29 years old. I don't want to play with Goofy or anybody and hit people with little keys. I'm just saying, I'm an adult, so that's a Nintendo game in my books. Support Nintendo, by the way. So. And I think that was it, right? There was anything else?
Yeah, we don't even need to mention Star Ocean, man. Merc, what you got, man?
The only one I care about is Hitman. Exactly. Pretty much, that's it. That's it.
All right, so moving along, it's not even really worth grading it. I'm gonna give it a D.
D plus.
Nothing impressed me other than Hitman, and as you've seen in the NBA Finals, one person, one game can't carry a whole team in the championship. Shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Boy, it's gonna be some anger in the comments.
Oh man, that was funny.
I wonder if I'm gonna get hated the most now because of that comment.
Oh man, it don't matter. All right. Now the last
they'll probably still just hear me and just hate me.
Now, the last one we gonna do is EA before we get into the individual conferences. And I'm gonna just do the rundown of the games, the notable games, and I'm just gonna make this.
I like them all.
EA, Mass Effect, Andromeda, whatever that shit called. That stuff's supposed to come out in 2016. I know some people that's happy about that. You got Need for Speed, Star Wars expansion, and Battlefront, Madden 16, Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare 2. Okay.
I'm 29, but it was fun though.
Yeah. NBA Live 16 and Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Merc, it's on you, bruh. Mm-hmm. We could just go right down the line, man. We'll make this one quick too, because EA, boy. Oh boy.
All right. Battlefront, love it. Plants vs Zombies, love it. What else?
You got Mass Effect.
I haven't got into Mass.
All right. Need for Speed.
Mass Effect series yet. Need for Speed, the cars, like when they kind of showed, I didn't like the movement of the cars. To me, it was like the cars was like moving a little bit too loose.
What?
Man.
Yeah, so I know I just seen it. Then I'm but pretty much Battlefront and Plants vs Zombies.
All right, Tick, what you got, man?
Edge?
Man, we don't care.
I'm not a Mirror's
I know
Edge,
that.
no.
Tick, what you got? What you got about Mass Effect?
Man, fuck that.
Oh man,
So I never cared about Mass Effect. So like, people know that I don't really care much for Mass Effect. Somebody even bought me Mass Effect, and what else? Madden. I haven't bought a Madden since Madden 10. They've definitely been fixing the game up though, but I just don't have a console. If I'd had a console, I'd probably bought Madden 15 or 16, whatever it is by now, because it actually looks pretty decent.
What about Need for Speed?
Oh man, Need for Speed, definitely, man. They went back to the underground style, bro.
I agree. Need for Speed was good. Need for Speed. And I'm not even a fan. I'm not even a fan of racing games like that. But if there were any racing game that I would be getting, it would be that Need for Speed, yo. That looked good. All right, what you got for Star Wars? That is the
only racing series I ever bought. Star Wars, yo, I was on Star Wars at first, but then I heard some bad stuff about it. Like a lot of the stuff they showed in the gameplay is actually behind a paywall. And then on top of that,
I can guarantee you that game will not look like that and run that smooth when it comes out.
It won't look like that. Nah. It's gonna be glitchy as I don't know what. And then you can't even fly the little flying ships. You can't ride in the AT. Like you can't control the AT-AT. Those are all controlled on rails, and that's stupid.
You can't.
You can't control them, son. Those are controlled by rail.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Can you be a Jedi?
You can be a Jedi.
Okay.
You can do that.
All right.
I don't know if it's going to look as nice as what we saw in that video footage, but you can be a Jedi.
All right. What about Plants vs. Zombies? Garden Warfare 2.
I had the first Plants vs. Zombies. I'll play it when it's really. That's when I'll probably buy. It's not a first day purchase. It's not a 3 months purchase. It'll probably be like a 7 months purchase, and I'll probably pick it up.
All right.
And it was a fun game.
Yeah, neither you all into the NBA games like me, so I skip over
man,
live.
I was about to say live actually looked good. I'm looking forward to live. I need 2K needs some competition because they've been sitting on the high horse and not changing stuff and being some little dicks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad the live is finally caught up, and it actually looks pretty good. It looks like they fixed some of the animations. Like they had some animations that I was like, okay, and some ideas and features that weren't even in 2K that were pretty good. So I'm looking out for some live.
Right.
Now the only problem with live is EA doesn't like to drop things on the PC, so that's probably the only reason why I wouldn't get it. I'll probably get 2K because they're more likely to put it on the PC. So.
Yeah, we know how well that turned out, right?
Yeah, they didn't put voice chat in there. That was the main issue.
And then finally, Mirror's Edge. What you got?
I don't care about that game. I don't feel like playing running simulator 2016.
Thank you, because I didn't feel like talking about that either. All right, real quick with me, man. I'm gonna run down the line. Mass Effect, I tried to play the first one. I didn't like it. It was boring. I'm not saying it's a bad game or this one gonna be a bad game. For those who into it, that's good for you. I'm just not into it, so I'll have to look at it and see before
you
I
always
decide to get that.
sugarcoat stuff, man. Just go ahead and say it sucks. Just say it. Just let it go. It sucks. Just do it. It makes you feel better.
Need for Speed was probably the best game that I would say, all right, I'm gonna buy that right there out of all the games I saw on EA's conference. Need for Speed. Like I said before, I'm not even a big fan of racing games, but Need for Speed would definitely be on my radar. Star Wars, I'm not into Star Wars. It looked good, but I know that I've been fooled before, and many of us have, so I'm almost certain, like I said before, that game will not look like that when it comes out. It will not look that good and that smooth when it comes out. Madden 16, I had Madden 15, I still have it, and I didn't play it that long, so I'm just, Madden needs and I'll segue into that later with the whole, and we'll get into that in a little bit.
I know what you're going to talk about.
Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2. I used to watch you all streaming and stuff and play it and stuff. It did look fun. That would be something. It would have to be extremely cheap for me to buy that. That would be something I'd probably play on PC. That would be a game I would actually probably get.
E3?
Nah.
They gave away for free.
No, I didn't even get it. I didn't even get it, man. I kid you not. When they had it on PlayStation Plus, I just looked through it. NBA Live. Now, y'all know I'm a huge NBA fan, basketball game fan. I'm just not behind them yet. I did see some changes. I did see some changes. Yeah, I did see some changes. No. I'm not a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy. Don't even go there, because you see. Now y'all see me have a video showing playing NBA Live 14, right? Y'all remember that, right?
That was the worst one. Like, they fixed it so
that
much.
That right there made me so mad that I skipped 15 completely. This one, I said that to say this. This one, I'm gonna give it a chance. Because I do see some of the stuff that they trying to improve on. They need to work on those animations. They need to work on those plastic man arms that the people have on the game. Everybody has the same body type and stuff like that.
Character models look better though now.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I do see some improvements. This face scan stuff, I'm not buying that right now. Ain't no way in hell you gonna go up on the stage and scan somebody's face. Like, I didn't see. At first, it was 50-some% on his phone, and then when he was finished with it, it was 70-some%. You ain't fooling me on that, Jack. I saw that. So, it's not going to take 5 minutes to scan. It might take 5 seconds to scan it, but it's still going to take about an hour to render all that stuff and process it. So, while they trying to make you seem like it's that simple, it's that easy and stuff, whatever. Yeah, man.
You had Fight Night, didn't you? Fight Night didn't take long at all.
Yeah, but Fight Night stuff was bad. You know
Dude, you didn't see them people that made Floyd Mayweather
I know,
and all them other people.
I had them. Yeah, but that was on a camera. We're not talking about on your cell phone though.
Oh.
You're doing it on a cell phone. That's what I'm saying. You're doing it on your cell phone. All right. With that being said, Mirror's Edge, I can care less. I couldn't care less. I don't like Mirror's Edge. That game give me vertigo, yo. I'm not gonna even lie. So I don't even want to. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. I don't like that game. I don't even want to watch somebody. I don't even want to watch somebody play that game. So my grade on EA's conference, I'm just gonna give them a C because a lot of their stuff that they got coming out is yet to be seen. Need for Speed is probably the best out of every game I saw on there. What you got, Tick?
Okay, so I would have given them a B, but the Star Wars thing after I found out that news kind of killed it a little bit. Plus, I saw 2 different gameplays of that game. I think the second one in the snow was more legit looking than the one where they were flying through the desert looking areas and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna give them a C+. C+. And yes, I hate Ubisoft more than EA. So yeah.
Oh, what you got? What you got, Merc?
I'm gonna give him a B. That Battlefront just got me so hyped, man.
What did I just tell you?
I want to play it. I don't care.
You don't care, man. You're not gonna tell nobody that's into Star Wars that game ain't gonna be good.
I gotta try it.
Yeah, that's what we do, man. We all try it. So you all right? So all right, Merc gave it a B. You gave it a B plus.
I give it a C+.
All right. Well, we'll move on. Now we're gonna get into the meat of everything, and that's the actual conferences from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. All right. I'm gonna start off with Microsoft, Xbox One. All that other stuff, those peripherals and stuff, I can care less about. To be honest with you, that stuff ain't even worth mentioning. It's just gonna make for more time.
I don't want to mention it.
I mean, I got it written down. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna throw a jab at them or two, but this is gonna be quick. Of course, we mentioned Fallout 4. You got Gears 4 and the Ultimate Edition of Gears, Forza, Tomb Raider, not Tomb Raider like some people pronounce in their videos. Shots fired.
They're stupid.
Tomb Raider. No, it's not a tumor. Fable Legends, Halo 5, and a game Recore. Mr. Tick, what you got, man? What you got, man? For we skipping Fallout. What you got for Gears?
I would even bring that one.
Well, just make it. It should be that quicker there.
Nah, they can have that. Not really interested whatsoever.
I admit the original Gears of War, those controls were kind of clunky, yo.
Yeah, I was watching Cookie Monster video. He said, Gears of War 2 and 3 had way different controls where you could bounce off the wall better or stuff like that. Because Gears 1, maybe I need to try those other 2. Because Gears 1,
but that was my favorite out of all of them.
Bad taste in my mouth.
All right, so.
But yeah, Gears right now, I don't care. Fable Legends. I like the first Fable when I played it. I didn't own it, but I liked it when I played it, so I could probably get into Fable. To be honest with you, I like The Witcher, which is probably the game of the year, 2015. Just saying, but I like Fable. So that I probably like that. What was the other game though?
Tomb Raider, and then you had Halo 5.
I thought by the time the second Tomb Raider would come out that she would actually be like the Tomb Raider we all knew and loved from the first couple games. When she was brave, she wasn't all moaning and sound like a porn the whole time. She was just tough, backflips on people. You could die. I used to get on top of a cliff and then dive and break my neck. Cause for some reason I thought that's a little creepy, but yeah, I did. But I don't know, these Tomb Raiders nowadays, they strayed away from that whole thing, but I guess that's that evolving thing you're saying, changing. So it's all right. I'll probably try it out. I did buy the first one. I haven't played it yet, but I'm definitely planning on playing it. So I'll give that one a look.
Okay. Halo 5.
Halo. Comes out on the PC, I buy it. Well, then I'm buying it.
Recore.
I'm not that crazy about it, but I will buy it. It's a game it's pretty fun, especially when you're playing with friends, and I could destroy JG in it, which would be fun. So, yeah, shots fired, but playing that. Encore or Recore, I don't remember what that was.
What's that, Encore?
So, Recore, I don't really remember what that was. So that lets you know how I feel about that right now, because I don't really remember that one. What was it about?
I just know it was like some girl and they had like a mechanical dog and it just had like these little cores that everything was controlled by something like that. It looked okay. You know what I mean? That's a rental to me.
CG.
You know, and then it was like
CG?
it was just all CG to me. It wasn't like actual gameplay footage. So I can't. Next. All right. So you done with them there, Tick? We can move
with the games. Yeah.
All right, what you got, Merc? Starting with Gears 4 and the Ultimate.
Gears 4. I gotta get it. You know, I'm a Gears fan. So
yeah, me too.
Sellouts.
And with the with the Ultimate Edition, I've been playing the beta. It's pretty good. I like the movement. I gotta get back used to it because I was getting bodied while I was playing it, so I lost my gear skill. But let me see. Halo, I'm gonna try Halo. I got the Master Chief Collection. I gotta go all the way through again, so I gotta do that. So I'm gonna get Halo 5. Oh, is it 4? Yeah, it's 5.
5.
Yeah. Recore looks like a game that I would try, except I gotta see more of it instead of just a CG trailer. So I definitely would give that a try. I think that's about it. I think that's all of the Xbox games that I'll try.
All right, well, here we go. Gears 4. I mean, it don't come out to 2017.
Good.
So here you go. And then the fact that I don't know I don't know what they going with it, but if it don't have Marcus Phoenix and Dom and stuff in it, it's almost kind of like they asking for the people not to want to play it, because people play Gears for Marcus Phoenix and Dom, like for real, and Baird and Cole. The Ultimate deal, I gotta say this, before I get too far off with this Microsoft stuff. I am getting me an word struggle.
Yeah, you was lagging. You was struggling a little bit.
For a minute.
All right. So Gears, like I said, I am getting me an Xbox.
Train?
I'm gonna get. I said him. I probably was on struggle mode when I said it though. Yeah, Coon Train. Yeah.
Yep.
You sound just like him too.
Baby.
It's the Cold Train, baby. Did you see that? But yeah, I am getting me an Xbox One soon. So. And I'll be on that Gears, Forza, I couldn't care less. Tomb Raider, to be honest with you, I never even finished the last one that came out. It got, I don't want to say boring. I didn't finish the last one, so
that's how you know I didn't care.
Yeah. All right, Fable Legends. I think after that Fable 3 debacle, I kind of fell back from Fable. Fable 2 was by far the best one. That's probably one of the games I got the most time put into, like, ever of any game. Fable 2. I played that game so much. Bless you, bruh. And Halo 5, I'll give it a try. And with Recore, I'm like Merc said, I'm gonna have to see more other than some CG, dog and pony show to get me to spend my money on that. Now, before we leave Microsoft alone, though, I must say they did announce something that had a lot of the Xbox, X-twats, whatever y'all like calling these people, man, up and, shaking their tail feathers about backwards compatibility. I'm gonna start off by saying this, man. And this is for the people that's throwing this stuff and people that own Sony, equipment and PlayStation 4s trying to throw that in their face. If you one of those people that sold your 360 to get a damn Xbox One, and got rid of damn near all your games so you can get an Xbox One, what in the fuck are you yah-yah and rah-rahing about? You don't even own this shit no more, so you gonna go about all them old games again just to do that. So you don't really reserve the right for that. Now, if you were smart and you kept all your games, then okay, that's fine. But to me, I'm not gonna praise Microsoft over something that they should have done in the beginning. The same thing with Sony, and we'll get into them later. Sony should have done the same thing, because when the PlayStation 2 came out, you could play PlayStation 1 games on them. PS3 came out, you should have been able to play PS2 games on them. And, and so on and so forth. All those systems should already have come out with backwards compatibility. So I'm not going to put them up on a chariot and walk them across the city because they did something that they should have done this time last year. So on that one, that's all I got, man. So if you out here celebrating the fact that they doing backwards compatibility, also, it's only a handful of games that they're gonna have you doing at a time either. So none of these games that they're gonna start off with, that first wave of backwards compatibility games, are gonna be available starting out anyways. It'll be a year from now before all the games you probably own, you'll be able to play them on that system. So moving on. Yeah.
Oh, let me say something. So I do give them applause for adding backwards compatibility. Now, like you said though, they should have done it from the beginning, because it was obvious that they could have done it from the beginning, but they knew what they were doing. They were making these remasters, and you would have to go out and buy the remasters, hence making them more money. So yeah, this should have been done in the beginning, but I'm glad they finally did put it on the console. It is going to make the console sell a little bit more. Now, to all the people that did sell their Xboxes, their 360s and now they're all excited about it. Yeah, you're a hypocrite because you sold your Xbox 360. Obviously, you didn't care about the games. So, why are you so excited about it being, to have backwards compatibility? On top of that, I heard you mentioned PlayStation 3 should have been able to play PlayStation 2 games. They actually did. They were able to play PlayStation 2 games, and then they took that whole backwards compatibility out of the later consoles for some reason. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they were on some bullshit.
That's why I still got my 80 gig, so I can play PlayStation 2 games if I wanted to.
Yep. And then I watched some benchmark testing on these emulators, the emulator that Xbox uses to play the older games. They don't run too well. Now, it is early. They might have to drop some drivers for it, but hopefully they do, because if they don't run too great. They drop frames more than when you played it on your 360 version. So it does have some technical issues. So hopefully they can fix that, in the next few updates. But it's still cool that they can do it. Sony, we'll get to them, like you said, later on about that. So
you already know.
Yeah, I'm glad that they brought it too, but it's only one game that I want, and that's Red Dead. That's it. Like any other games, I don't care about being backwards compatible. And
remaster Red Dead.
You want to remaster, or you just being able? Yeah, I would go for
remaster. Repay for that.
And put it on the PC.
Yep, I would definitely get that.
And I got one. It's been 2 years, man. Like how many Forza are they gonna come out with?
They drop them every year, man.
It's a Forza, then a Forza Horizon.
It's been 3. It's Forza Horizon, now another Forza. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, they're going.
It's getting crazy with Forza.
It's like where is Gran Turismo though? They be taking long.
I don't know. They need to bring that junk out for PlayStation.
So
we done with Microsoft, right? True. No.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Moving on.
So,
wait a minute. We forgot something. What about the thing that you said you want to get on them about?
Oh,
it was cool, man. But I ain't spending that much for no controller.
Yeah. Oculus Rift or that controller?
No, it's called the HoloLens.
Yeah, the I had that over here, but I was trying to just skip through that stuff. Some of the stuff I could have done without.
Skip through that? I liked it. But
some of the stuff I could have done without was Oculus Rift, that virtual HoloLens. I don't play Minecraft. For those that do, that's your thing. That's cool. But and that controller, I'm not paying $150 for no fucking controller. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm not paying I don't care. That motherfucker, if I pay $150 for controller, that motherfucker better be making me breakfast when I get up in the morning. Enough said.
That sucker better give me head. And it better be good.
Bruh.
Hey, bro.
There you go.
Here we go, man. All right. I'm gonna give Microsoft Conference. Believe it or not, I still like some of the games they came out with. I'm gonna give it a B-, man. Minus that whole nonsense with that Oculus. I don't care about that shit. That's just probably why that turns me off. I don't care about Oculus Rift. I don't care about that other nonsense. But I'm gonna give them a B- because you see the effort that they put in the backwards compatibility. It's a start, but it's just something they should have started with a long time ago. So I'm gonna give it a B-. What you gonna give it, Merc?
I'm gonna give them a B+ because Microsoft is actually trying, and and they're bringing out the games that people want. They did the backwards compatibility and all that other stuff. So they're trying, and I'm gonna give them a B+ because I enjoyed some of the games that they have, and at least I seen that Recore. That's something new. So I'm gonna give them a B+.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna give them a B+. Just like Merc, just because I like the whole backwards compatibility idea they threw out there. I like the whole, I like virtual reality. So all that virtual reality stuff, I love. The only reason I give them a B plus though, like they would have gotten an A, but I give them a B plus because they didn't show a lot of new IPs. Like the only two new IPs, Cuphead, which looked like a cartoon from the 19. And I'm not, and that was an indie because they were talking about all them indie titles, and I'm not really even in the indie.
That's why I didn't even bring that up. All right, so
yeah, I don't even care about indies, and I don't see what people like about indies. I think that's like hipster shit. But
some indies.
What else? What else?
Good, so.
Man, fuck that. All them shits like they're from like Sega Genesis. Like I had a Sega. I've been there, done that back in the '90s when I was like 7. So I don't need no 16-bit games or no PlayStation 16-bit 32. But they showed Recore, and that was like the only game that was like a new IP. So that's the only reason I give them a B plus. If they would have shown more, newer IPs, I definitely would have given them the A. So it was all around it was a good conference.
All right.
For Microsoft.
So we're gonna move on to Sony now.
Definitely.
Sony. Oh boy. Sony. Has done it again. That's all I'm gonna say, man. They never cease to amaze, yo. All right. I'll get into the games first. Notable games. You had The Last Guardian. You had Horizon, Street Fighter V, No Man's Sky. You had that Destiny DLC, The Taken King. You had Final Fantasy VII Remake, which we'll disregard because we talked about that already.
You're right.
Shenmue 3 Kickstarter, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and Uncharted 4. Oh man. Merc. Last Guardian.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna give it a try. I seen a lot of people excited for it. So, it looked all right, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm not gonna I always give a game a try. So it's nothing that I know about it. So all I can say is it looked okay, but it didn't look like it was like any good gameplay or something amazing. But I don't know. I just didn't know what all the hype was about for it. I'm gonna give it a try though.
Because of Ico.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that game.
Shadow of the Colossus.
That's the first thing I thought of was Shadow of Colossus and Ico, whatever they call it. Tick, what's your take on Last Guardian?
Last Guardian, like the art style, and this is what always was good about those games like Ico and Shadow of Colossus. The art style is amazing. Graphics, amazing. But I never could get down with the gameplay with those games, especially Ico, because half the time I don't think you really fought anything. You were just holding this girl's hand and running her around through like areas because she was pretty much defenseless. Shadow of the Colossus did have some good combat though. You climb one of these big, Goliaths and kill them and stuff like that. That was pretty cool.
So let me ask you something real quick. Tick, you did play Shadow of Colossus and Ico, right?
Never played neither.
Oh man, so you didn't watch it on G4 TV like I did back in the day and want to buy that game?
I did watch it on G4 back in the day, but it never really they weren't a game that I really wanted to buy. Like Shadow Colossus kinda had my interest, but like it wasn't as gory as I would like it. And I didn't like the black blood that came out of the monsters. So it kind of, I wasn't too interested in going out and buying, especially Ico. A lot of people slept on Ico, to be honest, but then like people finally picked it up because it was like cheap, and then they were like, "Oh my god, this game is actually pretty compelling." So,
yeah, I mean, true be told, I bought that game like about 4 months ago. The little double game that you get on the PS3, Shadow Colossus and Ico, and that was my first time playing it. I never even touched Shadow Colossus. I went straight to Ico, and it's pretty good. So what's your overall take on Last Guardian? You like the presentation, but the gameplay just don't do it for you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the presentation is cool. Like it reminds me of a Zelda-like game, and Zelda is another game that I don't really care much for. The only Zelda I played the second one on my cell phone. I forgot which one it was. It was for like the Game Boy Advance, but the main Zelda that I've actually ever played was Zelda 2 back on the day on the NES, and that's as much as I ever cared for it at the time, and I haven't cared for Zelda since then. That's what the game kind of reminds me of. But it's a sexier looking Zelda, so I will say that the graphics do look amazing.
All right. So my take on that game is I don't really have one. I mean, I'm just listening to the little boy holler all day, at that thing, whatever it is bird dog, and he just doing a little silly shit, getting himself in trouble, and the thing just bailing him out. That's all I got out of that. For them 7-8 minutes they showed it. Yeah, I mean,
with that tail, I was like, what?
That was raw deal right there. I can't front, but I mean, how is that going to be the whole thing throughout the game, or is it going to be some other stuff going on throughout the game? That's the $1 million question. Because I mean, you know how that goes, man. They get you with that opening, and then the rest of the game is like, what did I buy this for? I just hope that's not the case. I hope it's a good game. I hope every game is a good game, to be honest with you, but I don't really have that high of an expectation of the game, so to speak. So we'll move on to Horizon. Tick, what do you think about Horizon?
Oh my god,
that looked good.
Horizon was
good.
Tight. That game I will be buying,
that looked good.
That game
and
I
I'm
will
not
be
even
getting.
into robot games.
Yeah, but that looked good.
I think that was the best game in E3 to me.
Yeah, because it was a sleeper because it came out of nowhere, yo. Because I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it at all. I'm not always on IGN and GameSpot and all that stuff to check all that stuff. So when I see it, it's new to me when I'm looking at it. Anything that's new, if I don't expect
nobody knew about it.
Yeah, that game was on point to me. By far, probably the second favorite game that I saw on that I'm looking forward to on there.
That was like the best game for me because it was new. It was a new IP. It was a surprise. So that's why I just, to me, that was like the best game in E3 that I seen.
That game did look amazing. I was like, whoa, what is this? Like, I remember I was getting ready for work when I saw it. Like, I was just getting ready to leave out and I was watching it on Spike TV and I was like, yo, this game looked crazy. What is this?
Right.
And I think you might be able to find my tweets on. I was like, yo, that game Horizon looked beast.
Yo, see, the best thing about that whole thing when I saw all that stuff, it wasn't when everybody else was watching it. So it wasn't like, how some people get on there, yo, this looked trash, and then other people agree with them and stuff like that. I got to watch it like the day after when I got up that next day because I was at work while it was going on, so I didn't get to see it, and I watched it that next day. So like when everybody was done talking about it, I was able to formulate my own opinion, my own objective opinion about it, and not just going off of what somebody else thinks, because I'm gonna do that anyway. But the fact that I didn't have Twitter to look at, people talking about it and stuff, I didn't care about what nobody YouTube was saying. I just wanted to see it for myself. Horizon looked good though. That's all I'm gonna say. Horizon looked really good, and I will be buying that game soon as. So we'll move on.
Somebody buy me
game.
a PlayStation 4 so I can get it.
Yeah, you got a job, bro. Quit playing. We'll move on. Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5. Mert, what you got on Street Fighter 5? You ain't much of a fighter game.
I ain't no fighting game.
I like fighting games. I'm more of a 3D fighter person though, but it looked cool though. I mean, I've always liked Street Fighter, so it looked pretty cool. I might pick it up.
I see they changing some
Can't
stuff
guarantee
up.
it. They did. They changed it. From what Maximilian said, they changed a lot of stuff. They have these things called I forgot what V gauge or some shit.
Yeah, that's all that stuff. It's some different little stuff on there. But I mean, I love Street Fighter, yo. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, long as they don't stray too far away from the original formula, I'm cool. I mean, I know you got to evolve and all that stuff, but sometimes less is more. When they try to change too much at one time, it takes away from it. But I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. I mean, it's gonna come out after people tired of Mortal Kombat. Well, I'm already tired of Mortal Kombat.
I've already gotten tired of it.
Yeah, I've already grown out of it. I ain't gonna lie. So
too late.
We'll keep yeah, especially on PC. It's terrible. But we'll keep it moving. We go to No Man's.
You say that it's lagging on the PC, but Maximilian dude has it on all systems, and he says it lags worse on the Xbox. And he said the PC is like kind of close to the PS4's connection.
To be honest with you, I don't have that many problems when I play online on a PS4. I honestly don't.
Well, he said that one was the best one.
Yeah, I don't really have problems on the PS4. That's why I can only speak of, because I got it on PC and PS4, so I can only speak of what I know. And I don't really have that many problems on it on PS4. PC was bad, like really bad when I tried it. So All
Yeah,
right.
I tried to fight JG, and that was all I needed to not want to play it no more.
All right. No Man's Sky. I'm gonna start this one off. Not a fan. Not interested. I see what they trying to do, but if you into that thing, that's cool. But I'm just not into that. You know, that's just I don't know. That shit look boring as hell. I
Star
don't.
Citizen.
Yeah, I don't want to play that. So, what you got on No Man's Sky, Merc?
Nothing. Good.
Tick. No Man's Sky.
Star Citizen.
Oh,
Star
okay.
Citizen. That's a game that's gonna do it, but better.
Okay.
So that's my game.
All right, next man up. Put me in, coach. We'll do that then. Destiny DLC, The Taken King. Merc
Skip.
is the Merc is the Destiny guy of the three of us. Well, me too,
man.
but Merc play it a little more than I do. We both play it pretty much the same amount, but Merc, I'll let you have the floor on this Destiny DLC. And the fact that it's I forgot to put in there. This DLC is $40, yo. $40.
What?
40.
Yeah, that's what I hate about it. I mean,
and this is not
I don't know
included.
what the
This
hell
is
they
not
was
included
thinking.
for the people that got the season pass. This is completely separate from people that got the season pass. Even if you got the season pass, of course you got all the what? It's been what, 2 DLCs since the game came out in September.
Yeah,
It's been 2
they
DLCs.
made it easier for people who just coming in because if they got this deal where you can pay $60, you get everything, like all 3 DLCs and Destiny. So if you are new to Destiny, that would be the deal for you because you get everything for $60.
And if you got it day one like us, they basically put a foot in your ass and said go shove it. That's pretty much what they did.
Yep. And I hate the price. Like I
$40 for DLC.
I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do it or not. But it looks like a lot of content, but I gotta see more because to me, if it's not $40 worth, I'm not spending my money. I mean, I love Destiny, like I love loot-based games and stuff like that, but that $40 is a little too steep. That's damn near a price for a brand new game. And I mean, but when I seen that Titan light on fire and he throwing the hammer around like Thor, I want to spend that money, but
yeah, it's definitely tempting. Yeah, it's definitely tempting. It's definitely tempting. And we know Tick kind of out of the loop on it because Tick don't own the newer consoles to play that game on. So we'll just keep it moving. All I'm gonna say is $40 is too much for DLC. It better be enough stuff on there, man, to keep me playing that game for the next year for $40. So we'll keep moving, man, on that one to something that I know Tick and I know myself was so crazy about when we saw it, and that was Shenmue 3, yo. Kickstarter. Yo. Strange.
Woo!
Strange.
Ric Flair, that one.
Yeah, man. That was hot. That was hot right there, yo. When I saw that, I got it tweeted about it first, and I was like, yo, say word. And then I seen it for myself. I'm like, oh. I was like, you serious, yo? Man, we've been waiting.
I almost cried.
We've been waiting on this for a long time, yo. And then it came out. It was put out there that game kind of like crashed the site, and people within 20 minutes had already donated like $300,000, and they were trying to get
$1 million within an hour.
They were trying to get like what, 2 million to kickstart the game.
They did that in like 9 hours.
I think they did that in like a day. So it'll be coming. Hopefully, I don't even want them to rush that, yo. I was like,
please
take your time on it, man. Take all the time you need. I just don't wait till I'm old and shit and I ain't in the games no more. I'm just saying, but take the time you need.
You almost there.
Fuck you. Take the time you need. Take the time you need to get that stuff done, yo. So I mean, what's your take on that Shenmue, Merc?
I'm glad that it's coming out, but please tell me, did y'all hear
Watch
that?
your words.
No, I'm just saying, like, did y'all hear that? Sony, they just did a Kickstarter just for a filler, just to see if people would want to play that game. Because Sony was already gonna back it. That Kickstarter was for nothing.
So they just got money out of a bunch of people for no reason, huh?
Well, shoot, I don't care. Add that million to the
add
game.
That to the budget, yo. Get some better voice acting in the game than part one.
I like the dude who do voice acting. Keep the dude who voice acting.
Part one. Did you hear about the incident? What about the incident? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, Rio, I think I saw him going down to so-and-so's market. Go check it out.
Yeah, that digital voice, yo, that ain't what's up. They gotta get some better voice actors, man.
Do you know where I can find some sailors?
Get the dude from.
You say sailors, but you don't mean just any sailor.
Yeah, you gotta get some other dudes out here, man, that ain't doing nothing right now.
I just hope that they take that Kickstarter money and just make sure that this game is like the best ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah, man. I still got my Sega Dreamcast, yo. You know that, right?
Right.
So.
Right. And my Shenmue 2 is right here. I'm looking right at it.
Oh man.
My Shenmue. And I got like Shenmue 2 on the Xbox.
If y'all not in the know, man, when I said that's like that Horizon was the second game I was looking forward to, you can kind of hear it in our voices, which was number one. Shenmue, yo. I man. Definitely. That's definitely number one for me. What you got on it, Tig? Well, I think we covered enough, but you want to add something to it?
Greatest game of all time. That's all I'm saying. Greatest game of all time.
All right.
Forget Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Fallout, all them. Greatest game of all time, Shenmue.
All right, moving on. We go to this Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Call of Duty. Well, PlayStation 4 is the new home of Call of Duty. Call of Duty is on Sony now to get everything first now instead of Xbox. So you know what that means, right? All the COD nerds, all the COD dweebs, the COD dweebs coming over to the Sony now, and Cat's gonna be hating. So I don't really care because I don't plan on getting it. You know what I mean? Like I said, after Black Ops 2, I was like, nah, I'm cool. And I even tried Ghost for about a month, and I was done. I didn't get Advanced Warfare. I stuck to my guns. I wasn't even interested. I wasn't even intrigued in the slightest to play that game. So you know, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. What is this shit gonna be? What, Titanfall 3 now? Because Advanced Warfare looks just like Titanfall 2. So
man, Advanced Warfare
I ain't got no opinion on that game. I'm so tired of Call of Duty. Everybody like Activision. Everybody like Treyarch. I mean, not Activision, but Treyarch and Black Ops and stuff like that. Black Ops 1 was cool. Black Ops 2 was super laggy. Yeah, the connection just killed it for us all because we all played that at one point. I don't know. I don't want nothing to do with Call of Duty right now. I'm just tired of it. They should take like 3 years off of making that game and get their shit together. Every 5 minutes,
Titanfall, Halo,
everything,
Crisis.
every 5 minutes, stuff flying around in the air, shooting you down and all that. I'm just tired of all that kill streaks and all that stuff. I guess because I play Destiny a lot and you don't have all that mess. You know, it's like it's cool. So I don't mind the perks and all that, but all that supporting, you know, people camping to get kill streaks and shit. Blah. What's your take on it, Merc? I know you don't really care, but what you got?
Nope. I ain't bought Call of Duty ever since Black Ops 2. But I do like Treyarch games. I might game fly to see how it is, but the gameplay that I seen, it seemed like people were dying fast as hell. Like it looks like Call of Duty on steroids. Like that's I seen people die too quick. So I'm just game fly.
All right, Tick.
What's going on, everybody? T Martin here. No, I'm just... What's going on, guys? But no, it looks like Titanfall definitely. Now they've gone that Titanfall route with a splash of Destiny in there, because if you didn't know, David Vonderhaar is an avid Destiny player. Like, he talks. Yep. I actually follow him on Twitter, and he would talk about Destiny all the time. They added some Destiny features in there. There are some Destiny. You like Destiny, Mercury, you might like it. Oh, if you like Titanfall's wall running, you might like it, because the wall running is in there now. First, they just had the rockets and the dashing on Advanced Warfare, but now they were like, nah, we're going to go to, the whole 9 yards with it, like Titanfall, and they actually have you running on the walls. And you can shoot off the walls and everything. It looked pretty good. So to all the people that like Titanfall, if you don't like Black Ops 3, then you are just a hypocrite and a hater, because it's going to feel exactly the same. Because first of all, people that made Titanfall were the original Infinity Ward. So it's gonna feel it pretty much exactly the same. Because I know people just hate Call of Duty just to hate Call of Duty now, but these were the same people that used to love and suck the shit out of its stick back in the day. So yeah, I'm not gonna buy it probably because I haven't bought one since Black Ops 2 because that game left a bad taste in my mouth. It was horrible. And I tried to play Ghost and I really was like, yeah, it's really bad. And then I tried to play Advanced Warfare, and that was like the first Call of Duty I sucked at, and I was like, yep, I'm done. So. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on it. I don't know. I might try though. I'm not even gonna lie to myself. I might buy it. Ain't nothing else worth playing. So, and I need my shooters, so I might pick it up. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah. I mean, next game would be. I'm done with Call of Duty. Next game would be Uncharted 4.
Oh!
What you got? What you got, Merc? What you got, Merc?
Oh man, I love Uncharted. That sequence driving through the town, that shit was lovely. I still don't see how the hell that truck kept up with them because they doing all these shortcuts. Like, I don't know if this thing had like
rubber
dual
banded
turbos or whatever.
Rubber banded.
But hey, yeah, that joke was crazy. But I love Uncharted. I can't wait to play the multiplayer. Hopefully the multiplayer is like Uncharted 2. But
didn't I hear that there is no multiplayer on this one?
What?
Yeah, I think I heard the same thing, man. They ain't confirmed nothing as far as multiplayer yet.
Thought I heard that it
matter
wasn't none.
Because I had Uncharted. Only one I ever played was Uncharted 2. It was a good game, but the multiplayer sucked anyway. So, but
wait a minute. No. I'm wrong. The remastered versions don't have multiplayer.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yes,
I'm wrong.
Yeah, because you remember, because if you get the remastered, they'll let you
get
into
the beta.
The beta for 4?
Beta. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. But that's what it was then. It was the remaster. I knew whichever one was the next one that was supposed to been out didn't have multiplayer. I did hear that.
Yep.
So that's it then. Okay. So what you got on Uncharted 4 then, Tig?
Man, that game looked amazing. That almost made me go buy a PlayStation 4 when I saw it. I was about to buy one right then and there. I was like, well, might as well get it then. Because that joint looked crazy. Oh, my goodness. The only problem I had, and this is just me being a graphics whore and a PC elitist, but when he was driving through the water under the little bridge and the splash, there was pretty much no splash. It looked stupid. But other than that, it looked amazing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
it looked amazing.
Yeah. Without nitpicking, it looked good to me. I don't really have a problem with it. I like Uncharted. I think it's a cool game. I think Sony sometimes hang their hat too much on that one game though, to kind of like get them over the hump. They always save it for last in their presentations and stuff. Like,
right?
They still do a lot of little stupid stuff, and we'll get into that in a second. But all in all, I think Uncharted.
We're about 2 hours now.
Yeah, I think we a little over an hour, but we gonna keep it moving though. But Uncharted looked good, and that's all I got to say about that. It looked good. And that's definitely a game I'll be getting on the PS4. So,
yep.
I'll keep it going. I'll give Sony's conference a B. Nothing higher, nothing lower. I'll give it a B. Mainly in part, Shenmue had a lot to do with this. Shenmue practically LeBron Day conference to me. So Shenmue 3 and Horizon were the best two, that I'm more interested in. And Uncharted coming in third. And some of the stuff I could have done without with that Project Morpheus mess and PS View. I don't care about that shit, man.
I didn't even see those.
Yeah,
I didn't see those.
You blinked and you would have missed it, bro. Yeah, you ain't missed nothing. So, all right, what you giving them on overall presentation, Merc?
I gotta give him a B plus because of Horizon, Uncharted, and what else? Oh yeah, Shenmue. That's it. I mean, like they came out with the games. They had that surprise with the with Horizon, you know. And they brought my favorite game, Uncharted, and they brought Shenmue. I mean, nostalgia, like what else? Yeah,
who showed Dark Souls? Wasn't that PlayStation?
I don't care about that shit.
Nah, Xbox did. Microsoft did.
Oh, the Xbox?
Yeah, that's why I didn't even bring it up because it wasn't even worth mentioning to me.
It was a CG trailer anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, what you got, Tig? Sony.
Oh man, Sony get an A plus. I'm sorry, I got a fanboy on that one.
Oh shit,
they get an A plus.
You
alone.
You gonna get hate?
I don't care, cause Shenmue alone. Oh my goodness, that's why they get an A+ instantly right there. I'm sorry, that's Shenmue.
So
I'm a straight fanboy on that one.
At the 80-minute mark, you're gonna have people frying you, boy. Talking about that. You already.
Hey, look, it was no way I was getting out of this anyway, bro. I already know I can say one thing and like, hey, I can be like, yeah, man. The graphics, the grass didn't look that. He hating on the grass. What?
Yeah, you know how it is. You can't.
Ain't no way I'm getting out of it. They just look for me to hate.
So Tick gives it an A+, yo. God damn.
And you know I like virtual reality too, so I'm mad I didn't see the Morpheus thing, because if I'd have seen it, I probably would have been on it. But
yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
But yeah, Horizon, Shenmue, and Uncharted, yeah, definitely were the top games that they showed, definitely. But that Shenmue just took the cake. I'm sorry. That's why they get an A+. If they didn't show that, they would have got a B+. Or a B. They probably would have got a B. I'm not gonna lie. They probably would have got a B.
All right, there you have it. And last but certainly not least, Nintendo.
Hated it.
Let's bow our heads, people.
Oh my God.
Point Nintendo though too.
Play that funeral music, man. Play the funeral music, yo, because they dying a slow death.
Oh my God! Did they actually think nothing but kids was watching?
Hey, I felt like when they did that shit should have been on
Puppets?
That shit should have been on like Nick Teen or something like the Nickelodeon channel or some shit. They should have. No, matter of fact,
Nick Jr. Boy.
That should have been Nick Jr. Fucking whatever that shit is. PBS. That should have been like coming on right after Sesame Street. Sprout. Yeah, exactly. Sprout right after Caillou. Man, I'm telling you, man. I to be honest with you, I couldn't even watch all of it. That's how unbearable it was, people. So I don't want y'all to think I hate Nintendo, because I love Nintendo back when Nintendo was good.
Support Nintendo.
NES, Super NES, N64, even the GameCube, and even the Wii. Even the Wii, when the Wii first came out, was fun. But anything after that, I can't rock with Nintendo, yo. I just can't rock with Nintendo. The only games I saw that was worth even mentioning, that I even understood what they were, was Star Fox Zero, Hyrule Warrior Legends, and Super Mario Maker. That was that was it, man. I'm like, basically, man, Nintendo right now, man, I'm sorry, but Nintendo is like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, yo. Like, they cannot, they just cannot win for losing, yo, and they keep shooting themselves in the foot, man. They keep shooting themselves in the foot, man. Like, they don't listen to the people, man. They don't listen to the people.
The people don't say nothing. That's the main reason.
Their
man children love it.
Man, they don't listen, yo. What's the dude, the head of Nintendo name? What's his name?
Kawasaki. I forgot.
You talking about a motorcycle?
I don't know. All I know is Reggie for
Reggie and
I don't know the other.
Is it Miyamoto? Please, no, that's
Sony.
That's Iwata.
Yeah.
Please understand.
Yeah, that's a Sony dude, ain't it?
Yeah, that's Iwata right there. No, Miyamoto. That's the dude that.
Iwata's Nintendo.
Is Iwata Nintendo?
Right?
Yeah, I think it's Iwata.
Please understand.
Please understand. Yeah.
Please understand. Star Fox, I make. This is what he said. I make drawings and designs, so I go with the fox. I'm like, we don't want to hear the life story of Star Fox, nigga. What the fuck are y'all coming out with, man? That's what we want to know. All right, man. We just about to cut the head off of this beast right here. Star Fox Zero, I don't care. Hyrule Warrior Legends, I don't care. Super Mario Maker, I don't care. Pretty much, man, I don't care about anything Nintendo had to bring to the table. They brought out a lot of stuff about with the 3DS and some other nonsense, and it's just stuff nobody cared about, man. It was just like, you could hear, it was so quiet during the Nintendo stuff, man. You could hear a rat pissing on cotton, yo. Like, for real. It was terrible, man. It was terrible. I sat through like 12 minutes of it and I just could not watch anymore. I'm like, man, all right, I'm done, man. This is gonna have to do notes. I just took my notes, wrote down 3 games, and other than Star Fox, nothing. If you're a Wii U owner, would be worth even mentioning. So, your take on Nintendo, Mert?
Oh man, I didn't care for the presentation. I mean, I'm a Wii U owner.
Sorry, you got kids though.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
you got kids there. So.
But hey, they got fun games on there. Like me and my kids, Splatoon is actually fun.
Oh
And,
my gosh.
Yeah, I heard that
and
was
we
fun.
actually, yeah, and we still play Smash Brothers. You know, I be kicking some tail, and but yeah, like those are the only games like I really play on the Wii U is just those two. Like anything else,
We'll be
I don't
uncivilized.
yeah.
Tick, Nintendo.
Man, you said Splatoon. Look up a game on YouTube called Color Wars and just check that out because that was a game that was supposed to come out like 4 or 3 years ago, and it was canceled. It was supposed to be for the Xbox. It was like a little developer was making it for Xbox and your what are those little characters called?
Amiibo.
You know, not amiibos on Xbox. Your little avatars. your
Avatar.
avatars.
Oh.
Yeah. So check that out because you will see where Nintendo got the idea for Splatoon. All they did was add it so you make your little squids and stuff. You could go under the ink and everything. But
You
check
know
that
what
game
dude,
out.
you know what dude saying while you saying it, right? Please understand. Please understand. You move,
Please
you
understand.
lose. You move, you lose. You move, you lose.
Yeah,
That's what he's
so-
saying right now. He stole that idea and ran to the bank with it. But
But my thing with Nintendo is I grew up, but Nintendo didn't grow up with me. That's my issue. That's my main issue with Nintendo.
well put.
I grew up, but they didn't grow up with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to have the games for kids, but you got to have those mature games too. Like most of the Nintendo gamers that started off with the NES, we're in our late 20s or mid 30s to 40s. We're old. We're adults now. We're grown. We don't want to play these little flower games. And Mario need to retire or a little something, or bring him out every 10 years or something. Because like they just use them too much. Like they're trying to feed off of your nostalgia. And that's the problem with, the system, because these man children who had Nintendo back in the day, they just accept it. They don't try to fight anything.
Yeah,
And
that's their cash cow though. So I mean, you can't really blame them for doing it. But at the end of the day, my thing is I don't mind you constantly coming out with Mario games, but I need to see more than just Mario.
Right.
So I need to see more than Mario. I need to see more than Link. You know what I'm saying? And Star Fox don't come out as much, so I can understand the Star Fox, nostalgia. But I need to see more than Mario and Link. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't think of nothing else like
And then
Mario
what they did with
Tennis, Mario
Metroid?
Party. Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me, son? Really, a Metroid for 3DS, and it doesn't even have Samus in it. It doesn't even look like the character models were weird looking. First of all, and you didn't make a Metroid for the Wii U. Like that's why people made that petition to cancel that game, bro. Like, come on, son, come on, Nintendo. That's the first time I've seen Nintendo fans actually fight, and didn't just accept. Oh, well, it's still Metroid. I'll play it.
And y'all people,
gave
like,
up on the
the
Wii
whole
U.
time we talking about Nintendo, I'm gonna just give y'all a screenshot of like the fate, the like my whole demeanor right now, and y'all will see it. And y'all will just see what I'm doing right now, man. I'm just face palm right now, like truly.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'm just face palm, and that you'll just get the understanding of how like frustrating it is to watch Nintendo go from number one to like number none. Like they getting down there with the Ouya right now at this point, man. For real, like this is bad.
They still making money though.
Yeah, they gonna make money because
Still
3DS,
rich.
that's it.
Yep,
Yeah.
that 3DS we saw. I don't know why the Vita ain't doing better than the 3DS, but
You ain't gonna
because of the
you ain't gonna
fanboys.
never be Nintendo on the handheld market.
Yeah.
And
You can make a better handheld.
SD cards too. With
Yeah.
them
Every
cards
single
that
time.
go on
Oh yeah, Sony done for that. Sony like to do stupid stuff like that. Even though the cameras they have proprietary things for those. Like you can't even use a universal flash form. You got to actually buy a Sony flash and stuff like that, which is stupid. But a lot of consoles. I mean, there'll be handhelds that's better than Nintendo's, and they still win. The Game Gear definitely was one of them. Just saying.
Yeah, but you could only play it for 15 minutes before you had.
Not if you had a battery pack.
So you had to use 8 damn batteries every like 30 minutes, yo.
I had a battery
I fucking
pack.
hated that Game Gear, and
I could play for 3
love
hours.
Sega, yo, but the Game Gear was fucking booty, yo. I'm just gonna be real. That Game
I
Gear
had a battery
was
pack.
trash.
I can
I
tell
had
you
a battery
why the
pack.
3DS will always win in this Pokemon. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Yep.
and one of those RPG games, Fire Emblems or whatever it's called. Those whatever.
Oh, and Zelda.
Oh yeah,
And, and the game Tick was playing Cooking Mama.
Look him up. What is that?
Over here flipping the eggs on the 3DS.
Is that really what the game's about though?
Over here burning eggs.
Hey, y'all ugly, bro.
Oh man. All right, so all in all, Nintendo. What you giving Nintendo, Mert?
Elf.
Tick. Yep. That's. Hey,
I was about to say F too, bro.
I started.
I was about to say F, dog. I'm so mad he said it.
F. You're getting an F.
They got a 5 out of 5 FUs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't spend your money on the Wii U. Just get a 3DS.
That Wii U was dead. And you know what was really messed up? We were waiting on an announcement for their next console that they were talking about, they were making. And they ain't even said nothing about it. Like, that was the main thing people were waiting for.
I didn't even hear anything about it because I heard people talk about it a couple of weeks before it started, and it was no mention of it when I watched it. At least the part that I saw. If we wrong, I'm quite sure y'all will correct us, but I didn't see anything. So that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much all I got. Biggest surprise. I'll start with my biggest surprise at E3 was without a doubt Shenmue, and biggest surprise was Shenmue without a doubt. That was a pleasant surprise. And my biggest disappointments, no fight night. I didn't hear anything about fight night. No fight night from EAO. No fight night. Y'all know boxing. I got a background in boxing. No fight night, yo. We need that.
And they
on
showed
this next
boxing.
system.
They showed boxing as one of the previews before the PlayStation Xbox was launched. Remember when they were showing live and stuff? Mm-hmm. And one of the little things they were showing was boxing in there too. I'm like, oh, so they got fight nights on works too?
No fight night, man. And before we forget, before y'all thought we forgot about it, Joe Montana. Montana. Thought we forgot about your ass, man?
He can't. Yo, dude can't.
That dude, everybody, like, see, I'm not heavy in the football game and things, so I know a lot of, it don't affect me as bad as it may affect other people, because I seen people channels that were talking about it. I watched a lot of my channel. He was talking about it. A couple other people channel, they were talking about it, saying like, man, it's great to have an alternative. They had all this stuff. They pulled the wool over everybody's eyes, talking about, yeah, Joe Montana visits Microsoft and he does this and he said it. Oh my God. And come to find out that this game is going to be an iOS game, a mobile
and
game.
PC.
Hey,
and maybe he didn't say it was guaranteed to be PC. He said it's going to be iOS over the Android and then eventually over the PC. Nothing
and
about
the consoles.
And then you see this dude face afterwards, man. It's like that dude had a face like he was on his way to the gallows when that lady said, why mobile? He looked like somebody had that sniper aim on his ass, and he knew he was about to get his head blown off. Like he was on his way to put his neck on the guillotine, yo. That dude looked like he did not want to be there. Like he looked like he got kicked in the nuts when they said that. But I'm like, it's their own fault because he kept on like teasing like, yo, we doing all this, and then we seen screenshots. You knew they didn't have NFL players on it, so why would you even get that emotionally involved in it? So
because
people just want a different game. I understand that. Yeah. Like with the All Pro 2K8, I understand
which
that
didn't sell.
Yeah, it didn't, and it wasn't that good a game to me either. But it was still an alternative when you didn't feel like messing with Madden and ABS. But that was just terrible, yo. That Joe Montana fiasco, man, was crazy, man. It's like when I saw that, I just started busting up laughing. I'm like, all these cats that just got hoodwinked, run amok, bamboozled, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like, yo, I'm gonna get this Joe Montana when it come out, son. Yeah. On my phone. I'm gonna be killing him while I'm on the bus right now. I'm gonna be killing him on the bus, son.
Better get that MHL cable hooking up to your HD TV.
Man, that's crazy, man. That is funny. That is crazy.
That was good. Yo.
Yeah, so all in all, that's pretty much what I got, man. The most disappointing stuff, definitely no fight night in that Joe Montana.
What about Sony though? Remember you was about to air Sony out.
Yeah, we gonna say that for another one. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna say that for another one. If not, we can't get up, then I'll do it. Myself on my own. On my own demo. But I definitely want to do that with y'all too. We'll talk about that later because we've been running long enough. We already an hour and a half into it. So.
Oh yeah.
And so if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? As you all know, this will be on my channel and it'll be on Tick's channel. So.
Hey man, I'm guaranteeing that. It's gonna be on my channel and on Tick's channel. So everybody's
channel description will be, you know, in the description. Channel information will be in the description box, so you'll know where to find everybody. Social links, all that other good shit. So, with that being said, Mr. Merc, what you got in closing, man?
Activision, you're the devil. Cause $40 is too much for damn Destiny DLC.
Man, that's fucked up, yo. Cause what's crazy about it, we talking all this shit and we gonna get that shit anyway, man.
Hell yeah. I gotta have my tank catch on fire.
We some fiends for new weapons and new gear, yo. It's just that shit be calling me, son. That shit be calling me. I be trying to kick, man, but it just be calling me.
Oh man.
So, all right, well, Activision is the devil. You heard it here first. Tick, what you got, man?
Chicken baby.
Oh man.
Hey, but no, that E3, yo, out of all the E3s I watched the last like two years, yo, I would definitely say this one was one of the best ones. Definitely because of that Shenmue news, definitely.
I agree.
And then, you know, Microsoft came with that fire with the backwards compatibility and took shots at Sony because they definitely did. They said on our consoles, we won't charge you to play your games that you already own. I was like, oh man, man,
bang bang,
shots fired, bang bang. Hey, yo, it was something else that was announced too, but it wasn't on E3. It was more in the tweets. But Tony Hawk did tweet, and he showed a picture of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. He did show that, and he was like, "This is the box cover, and it is confirmed."
Well,
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I say this: I believe Tony Hawk before I believe anything Joe Montana say or does again. So I guess that's more credible. I mean, that shit ain't gonna be going to the going to the Kindle Fires and shit like that. You know, you know what I'm saying? You be playing Joe Montana on your Kindle.
That's funny.
Shit. Mom, when you finish reading your book, I wanna play Joe Montana. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Get the fuck out of here, man. That game gonna be on audiobooks. Oh man. Alright, in closing for me, all I'm gonna say is Shenmue 3 came through in the clutch. Right? That's all I'm gonna say. Shenmue, Horizon, what the fuck was that racing game, yo?
Need for Speed.
Need for Speed.
Yo, forgot.
Yeah, I know. And whatever, it don't matter. That was it.
Gears.
So that was pretty much Gears, Uncharted. It was some good games, man. I agree with Tick when he said that this was probably the best one in the past 2 years. I mean, a lot of these games won't come out till next year, some probably later, but at least we got to see what's in the works. And for all, like, fuck you EA for not coming out with no fight night, not even announcing nothing, no effort, you lazy bastards. Y'all too worried about fucking Star Wars and Mirror's Edge, but not Fight Night. Fuck y'all. And once again, Joe Montana, yo, it's just facepalm city for that shit, yo. That's I feel bad for the football people, yo. I really do. So on that note, man, I'm done. Yo, I enjoy doing this stuff with y'all, man. If y'all enjoy this, man, let us know. We'll do more of these. Of course, they'll be shorter, but it was a lot of stuff to cram. It was kind of like trying to put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. So I think we did okay. If y'all like it, we'll do this again. We'll make it regular. We'll come up with a name for it and all of that good old stuff. So on that note, I'm out your ear. Everybody, be safe, be easy. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out. Peace.